Hey everyone, Logan Senhauser here with the Senhauser Racing Team. Just want to give you a little idea of what this video is about. This is kind of for someone who's looking to get into ChampCar, maybe someone who wants to see the background of what a weekend looks like, trying to get into some grassroots motorsport. We're trying to open that door for everyone as much as we can, but this video includes everything from weather delays, practice cancellations, mechanical issues, the coldest weather we've ever raced in, all the way to a pretty solid outcome for the weekend. So stick around, hope you enjoy the video, leave any questions you might have down below, and on to the video.
Hello! Don't worry, my eyes are on the road. Hi everyone, welcome to the VIR. I still haven't come up with a name I like more than vlog. Vlog just sounds so corny to me. But yeah, welcome to the race weekend kind of story here. Currently on our way down. I meant to pick up the camera earlier and I did not, but we left this morning. We got all loaded up, left this morning. It's Thursday right now. Got about 2 hours into our trip and stopped for lunch, and then saw a not so awesome email from the ChampCar team, basically saying that the practice day is canceled, full stop, there is no practice, and we can't get in till 3 p.m., which is a bummer, and they don't want anyone sleeping in their trucks or trailers or anything out front tonight. I guess there's a snowstorm or some cold weather or something happening that they're not happy about, which makes sense. I just wish we would have had a little bit more of a heads up. But I digress. So luckily my mom lives in a little town called Ghent, West Virginia, which is about, I think it's Ghent, maybe Gent, which is kind of halfway between Columbus and VIR, so it kind of works out perfectly. It'll give us a 3-hour drive tomorrow, which is honestly ideal because we were all sitting here like, what the heck do we do with our day? You know, it's a bummer because, you know, I took a day off work, which I'm really low on vacation days, you know, for what is essentially no reason at this point. But what are you going to do? Hopefully the weather tomorrow isn't too terrible and we can get everything sorted. But yeah, that's the scoop. I'll probably check in with you guys, but probably when I get to my mom's. You know, we'll do a check-in with the team. It's me, Drew, and Mr. Dahl this weekend driving, and then we've got actually a surprising amount of people coming out to help and kind of watch. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really interesting learning. I know VIR. I've put thousands of hours of track time in at VIR in the sim. But, you know, obviously I've never been there in my Miata. Luckily, Drew and Mr. Dahl have both driven there, but it was in a heavily modified, prepped Datsun 240Z. So again, not my Miata, but at least they, you know, have been to the track in person. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend. Stick along for the ride, and, you know, we should have some fun here. So, cheers.
Hello, everyone. Updates from an undisclosed location, also known as Flat Top Lake in Ghent, West Virginia. Since practice got canceled for today, we decided to stop here. This was kind of on our way. This is my mom's house. So stopped in here, woke up to this awesome winter wonderland. I mean, this place is just incredible. She's done an awesome job. I mean, she's basically built this place to be like her retirement, you know, dream house. So we loved an excuse to bother her. Oh, well, let's see. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we've got some creeps behind me, but that's the update. We're about to get ready to get on the road at about noon here. Does anyone? Oh, now everyone scrams because I'm actually trying to just trying to interview you. Well, so anyways, getting ready to get on the road and head to VIR, and then I guess prep the car for a race because we're not practicing, baby. Woo! So it'll be interesting, but it'll be fun. So check it in a while. Bye! We'll be a little crooked for this clip. Getting ready to head out. We left our friend John here, a little snowman. But the rigs started up, both rigs. Roads are pretty clear at this point. It's about noon. Oh, sorry, it's about 1:30. So we're gonna get this show on the road. Check in a while. All right, everyone, we're on the road. The truck, there's some check engine light going on, but I think it's okay. But I just wanted to check in to show you guys this. I mean, I absolutely love West Virginia. The driving out here, it's so scenic. I mean, I don't know if it's coming through on video, but like the smoke over the mountains with the snow and stuff like that. I mean, it's incredible.
So anyways, just wanted to share some of what our drive's looking like. But yeah, things are going well. I mean, we're still on the road. We got a few hours left, but man, I could do this drive forever. It's so peaceful and so fun to look at. So yeah, we'll probably see you when we get to the track. All right, everyone, we made it. We made it to VIR. We rolled in pretty late, like around 6 p.m. Got the car out, got it put together. Really just slapped some pads on the front, gave it a walk around, made sure we had some fresh tires, like the freshest tires we have, and put the front end together, and that's about it. So I'm sitting here in Bruce, getting ready to go to bed. We got our nice bed there. The heater, the rooftop heater's on, and then I've got on backup, on standby, I need to make a video on it, but I've got the diesel heater ready to go when this thing kind of stops keeping up. So with that being said, we're gonna wake up tomorrow, go to the driver's meeting, get the car ready, and learn how to drive at VIR during the race. So it's gonna be interesting, it's gonna be fun. Got to see Cam Eben today. Huge shout out to him. I don't think he watches these videos, but great kid. He's got some big things coming next year, so definitely keep an eye out. That kid is moving and shaking. So anyways, I'm getting off topic. I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully it should be a good, fun day of racing, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Good morning, race fans. It is 10 till, probably 5 till at this point, at VIR. Lovely morning, lovely morning. We got the whole team up. We got Mr. Drew here, Mr. Corbett cooking us breakfast, the chef for the weekend.
We have honey.
Mr. Andy Dahl with the most important ingredient.
Sugar of the gods.
Heck yeah, brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about, I don't know, negative 1 million degrees out right now. But we got Sheila started. She's running. I decided to let her get a quick, like, temporary warm up. I wanted to make sure she was going to start. I want to see if there's going to be any frost issues with the windscreen, but everything looks okay for right now. I'm just going to get it up to, like, I don't know, 150, 160 and shut it off just to, like I said, if we were going to need to jump something or something wasn't going to run right, I'd rather figure it out now and have a little bit of time. But because again, we didn't have a practice day, but driver's meeting's at 7:15. That's about it. So it's gonna be a good day. Pretty freaking stoked. So anywho, we'll check in a while, and hopefully it's gonna be a good day of racing. It will be a good day of racing. Oh, and here's Jim's breakfast too. Look at this. This is what I woke up to. Where is it? Come on. I already ate. There was more bacon. I already ate it. Here we go, heading to pit lane. Well, that clutch doesn't bother him at all. Drew, what are we thinking? Pre-race interview, go.
We're racing. We're gonna go racing. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Logan thinks it's cold. He needs to just warm up.
Literally never said I was cold. I feel fine, but I digress. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Here we go. Say good morning to the not vlog.
Nice. Morning.
Team MMR Motorsports, our bestest of friends. Cars are showing up. It's gonna be a busy track. Pre-race interview, Mr. Dahl.
Yes, sir.
Wait, hold on. Oh, no, it's not gonna work. Mr. Dahl, how are you feeling for your oh yeah. We've got, where's your Sennheiser Racing Team hat, man? Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Bye. Stand by for Sennheiser Racing.
There it is. Okay, all right. And action. Mr. Dahl,
yes.
How are you feeling with today's race conditions?
I'm feeling fantastic. I don't think we're going to have a lot of grip on the first part of the race, so I'm going to take it a little easy. But I think we're going to be sliding around a lot today because the temps on the track are, what, 40, if that? And a little damp.
It's going to take a minute
Maybe
to get
30.
Is it still? Oh, yeah, it is a little wet out there. That'll be fun.
Slip. How's that song go? Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away.
But Mr. Dahl is going to kick us off. We got Drew in the car a little later, but it should be a good time. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Break in that new clutch. Real good. Real good.
I'll do that for you.
Here are all the championship cars. Eddie Vedder.
said fuck the random pit stall thing.
Clutch slave bolts backed out, popped the piston out, lost our pretty much all shifting in its entirety. So we had a little bit of a pit stop, a little bit of an unscheduled pit stop. We're out of the race at this point. We're just turning laps. We're turning this into a practice day. We're gonna have some fun. However, we have some special guests. This guy's not that special. He's here all the time. But we got Uncle Bill Sennhauser here in the house, baby, rooting us on. So yeah, there you go. So anyways, we're having fun at this point. We're gonna make sure the car's dialed and then really aim to have a solid race tomorrow. So a bit frustrating because we would have figured this out in practice, but you know, you gotta play with the cards that you're dealt. So we'll get her going. Hi everyone, hopefully you can hear me okay. I know on the last kind of recap video, I think I just set a PB there probably. On the last recap video, sorry about the audio. I tried to fix it in post, didn't really sound the best. So hopefully this sounds a little bit better, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna listen to it and fix it and re-record, but it should be okay. So, anyways, obviously future Logan, doing some recap of the race. It's actually February of 2026. Been falling behind. Day job's been getting super hectic. Night job's been getting hectic. You know, slowly building that up. Maybe making some big career moves this year, which will allow for more racing content, streaming, hopefully open up my schedule a lot more. So we'll get back to doing updates with the Miata, updates with the van, you know, filming racing, talking about racing, just doing a lot more content creation. So sorry about the delay on this, but hopefully you enjoy or are enjoying the video. But with all that being said, wanted to talk about race 1 here. Obviously, I already discussed that they canceled practice. That was pretty frustrating. It was pretty last minute. My understanding, hindsight being 2020, it was probably canceled due to temperature and not the snow, because I saw a video that went kind of viral on Instagram the week after we were there with snow on and around the track, and they were letting them go out to dry it off during the track day. And that's what our test day was. It was a track day. It was open to the public. So yes, there were race cars out there, but it was point by passing 20-minute sessions. So definitely was pretty bummed that they canceled practice, especially because we actually had a clutch failure. We had just pulled the transmission, did the rear main seal, put a new clutch in, and put it all back together. We were hoping to shake that down on Friday, didn't get the opportunity. So I didn't tighten the clutch slave bolts down well enough. I was worried I was stripping them. So, and it turns out I just wasn't getting all the way to the bottom of the threads. I think they were just a little gross. So yeah, a little frustrating there. So unfortunately, they backed out. We lost, you know, all shifting, had to bring it in. It took us about 30 minutes to get that sorted. And then unfortunately had a driver under the car, that wasn't familiar with the clutch slave assembly. So he actually put the piston in backwards. And you know, of course it got pissed off and didn't want to go into gear, and I think it was actually still leaking fluid. So I got under it, reassembled everything, we went back out there. We were able to finish the race, and it kind of worked out anyways. You know, boy, do I wish the car worked okay, sure. But you know, it allowed us to get a practice day. I didn't get to practice the track. I've done a lot of laps on the sim, like I said. And it was crazy how quickly I was able to go out there and start putting down, at least for our car, pretty solid laps. So it took a lot of the pressure off. We're just shaking the car down, making sure everything was good. And it was a fun race. I don't know how long. I think we probably wasted at least an hour or two wrenching on the car, but we got back out there, had some fun, and I'll throw it back to past. I keep getting mixed up. Past Logan, and then I'll catch up with you guys during the Sunday race here in a little bit. So, cheers. All right, updates from the track. Just got done doing my stint. It was a blast. No notes. Lots of code 35s, but that's okay. It gave me a chance to do some sighting, and did a 222 with no practice. So I'll take it. Never been here in real life. It was wild to just go out there and floor it and not have any issues because of all the sim racing and stuff. That was pretty neat. So, anyways, we're hanging out. Mr. Doll's in the car right now, and we have another special guest. Mama Lures in the house. So that's it. That's all we got. So a little extra I want to throw in the video here is kind of what a ChampCar pit stop looks like. Before I got into ChampCar, I read the rule book a million times and was still a little confused on their kind of pit stop, how they do it. They have this 5-minute timer. It doesn't really call it out in the rules too clearly how they time your car. But basically, they'll either use the Flagtronics or they'll put an egg timer on the roof of your car that's counting down for 5 minutes, or counting up to 5 minutes is actually how the dashboard one does it. But you pull into your pit stall. They've got a 20 minutes or 20 mile per hour speed limit on pit lane, maybe 15 if I can't remember. But basically, so it's a very cool, relaxed pit lane. And when you're doing a fuel stop, you don't have to stop for 5 minutes, but from pit in to pit out, you have to be on pit lane for at least 5 minutes. And if you get to the end too early, they make you wait for however much time you have left on your timer before they'll let you back out on track. So you can see it's pretty relaxed. We got Mr. Dahl in the car. I'm helping him get buckled up. You saw someone waving our signboard there. You don't have to have those, but it's pretty helpful, especially when pit lane gets pretty hectic. There's a 5-gallon fuel jug sitting on the pit lane wall right now, which we probably get yelled at some point for. You're not supposed to put the jug up there. Didn't realize that was happening, but reminded me to call it out. So you want to make sure your jugs are either behind the wall and then one over the wall, obviously going, dumping fuel into the car. I will say modifying your fueling system to make sure the air is getting out of the tanks so the fuel can get in is very key. That is how you get fuel in the car quickly and safely. And that's also how you know the tank's full, because you'll see fuel coming out of that vent hose. So you can look through my channel. I have a video on how we did it. I don't think it was the best way. I'm not really, if I could go back and do it a different way, I would. However, it's already done. So maybe the next build, I'll do it in a way that I'd be a little more happy with. But it does work, and it has significantly decreased how long our fuel stops take. So you'll see we're kind of looking around the car. This stop we didn't do an oil level check. At least maybe I missed it while I wasn't paying attention. But if we're worried about oil, or honestly we just kind of do it whenever we think about it, is pop the hood, check the oil really quick. That's my dad. My dad always helps us with the fueling, so he's been really helpful during the pit stops and stuff. It's been super cool, and he's been really supportive. So, but you do this little pep talk. I'll let you listen. Although I have it turned down, so maybe you guys can't hear it. But basically, I'm just telling him about the car, how other people are driving, the track conditions, stuff like that. Just giving him a little debrief because we have all this extra time. So we just kind of hang out, catch up, chat, and our pit lane or our pit stall is pretty far down pit lane, so we probably send them with like 30 or 40 seconds left on that timer to get up there, and they'll check your wristband, they'll check your harness, they'll check to make sure the car is teched, and then they'll let you out on track. So that's kind of it. You'll see I hop back behind the wall here. It's going to be a lot of chillaxing. So what I'll do is I'll fast forward. You'll see me kind of, my hands being held out right here. You can't see it, but he can see it. It's behind the mirror there. And there you go. I kind of back up. And then I'm like, all right, go ahead. Roll down pit lane at a snail's pace. Generally, you want to be in that far left lane. But Mr. Dahl's not super used to doing pit stops. Really, you only want to be in that middle lane if there's a car to your left. Kind of the general rule is you always want to be in that far left lane. Unless there's a reason not to be. So, but anywho, ChampCar's a little more lax on stuff like that. Get up, he checks. Wow, he didn't even look at the dash for the time there. Sometimes they check, sometimes they don't, I guess. Actually, you know what? I forgot, we get a penalty for that. We got a penalty because he didn't come to a full stop, but you can clearly see this guy point him off. Yeah. That's super interesting. Yeah, we got a black flag for that in a drive-through, which is kind of hilarious. We didn't care because our race was already tossed, but that's hilarious that they would do that and then give us a black flag. And that kind of circles back to kind of some of the discrepancies you get with ChampCar. Either way, note to anyone in ChampCar, they want you to stop at pit in, pit out, no matter what. No matter if they send you whatever. Maybe he misread a hand signal or something, although that one looked pretty clear.
always stop at pit in and pit out. They want to talk to you. They want to make sure your timer's correct, all that jazz. But that's one of the struggles that I've always had with ChampCar. I think they offer really fun racing at a really cheap price. But one of the things I've always struggled with is the communication between them and the drivers and them and each other. And just it's all boils down to communication. They do kind of a rough job with it. Like a lot of announcements will come through the Facebook group. So if you're looking to get involved with ChampCar, make sure you join that group. It's called the ChampCar Garage. But it's crazy because they'll make very important announcements in that Facebook group and not send emails out about it. Or sometimes they'll make that announcement, get called out for it, and then they'll send emails out to everyone. But it's kind of, it's always been a struggle point with me in ChampCar, unfortunately. Or like canceling a practice day the day before when people are already traveling and stuff. It's just like it's not uncommon for stuff like that to happen. But I'll get off my soapbox. There's not really anywhere else that you can race for this cheap with an actual rule structure. Like obviously there's lemons, but if we're being honest, that's all for fun, which is cool. I think there's a place in the market for that. But the reason we picked ChampCar is because they have a rule book. So when we win a podium in A class, I don't feel like it was a made-up class with rules that don't matter. Like I feel like we actually built a car to the class to compete. So, all right, off the soapbox. Just wanted to show a pit stop, and now I'm going down a whole rabbit hole. So, anyways, I'll insert this into the video somewhere where it makes sense. But back to past Logan, or maybe another future Logan. I don't know.
This is Logan with your late race update. We currently have an hour and 15 minutes left in the racing. No notes. Drew's out on track. We did another pit stop. Nothing really to note of. We're just, like I said, shaking down the car, doing some coaching, having some fun. But we got another guest here. He wants to be interviewed. Hold on. So this is Jack Sennhauser, the politician. Jack, what do you think about racing?
Well, I mean, you hear that? That's fast. That's loud. That's why we're here. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Sennhausers, that's what we do. We come loud, we come hard. It's fantastic.
Nailing it.
Fantastic.
So what do you think about the cars you've seen here today?
There's that one silver guy out there. I mean, I don't know what his name is or what kind of car that is, but man, it looks good. And he's fast.
Yeah. All right.
So that's my favorite car by far. On the track today.
What about anything confusing about this whole thing that we love called motorsport?
Confusing? No, it's all pretty straightforward. I just don't know how any of it works.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah.
So all of it, but none of it.
You can say that. All
Okay.
of it's confusing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Jack. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, Jack. We'll catch you on the flippity flop. Hope to see you at some more races here in the near. Maybe we'll get you in the car in the near future.
I think the Sennhauser racing team needs another Sennhauser driver, so we'll see.
We do. We're a little lopsided. There's only one Sennhauser that actually drives the Sennhauser. Well, there's another one that puts gas in it. So there you go. But anyways, that's the update. We'll check in after the race ends here. There he is. Yeah, Drew! Wow!
Nice. That's it.
All right.
Yeah, we made it, right? We made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, race fans. It is a frigid morning at VIR.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, let's see it. Yeah. Sheila's been warming up for about 20 minutes, and she's still pretty frosty, so it's going to be an interesting start. Like I said, a lot of fog out there. Yeah, this camera shows it pretty well, so probably just going to be pace laps if we go out there to start until the fog dissipates, but should be a good time. Cars seems to be good. We did a left rear hub replacement last night. Last minute, luckily, but that means we found our turn, or our right-hand turn noise. The hub, you could literally shake it inside of the upright, so definitely worth replacing. But outside of that, we had a nice meal. My mom has one of those condos. I'll insert a video from her deck to show you. They're pretty neat. They're definitely worth the price. But yeah, should be a good day of racing. right, y'all. Race is underway. Should be, yeah, there you go. There's a car coming by. So race is underway. We didn't get started till about 12:11 today. So we're trying to decide if we do a 1-stop or a 2-stop race here. We were thinking there were going to be a lot of yellows because of the cold and you know, kind of the weird start today, but haven't been any. We're about 30 minutes in, so we're trying to figure out what's the best strategy here. With that being said, car's running great. Mr. Dahl's getting comfortable. He's taking a little bit to get up to speed here, but I think he's going to start bringing the lap times down and hopefully keep the current position he's in, and then hopefully I can hop in and get us back towards the pointy end. So that's about it. That's the updates. Check in with you guys in a while. Bye.
Future Logan here. Want to talk you through this fun little incident. Pay attention to that orange car that we're coming up on here. And then I'll kind of recap the race here in a second. But so you see we're passing him. We had a little bit of power, a little bit of speed on him. But watch the right side mirror here. As we're coming in the braking zone, you'll see a flash of a familiar orange, pretty sideways. And I had the instinct to just take the off track there. I mean, you can see how close he got to the door if you keep watching that right side mirror. Super lucky here, but honestly, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. I'm going to be a little cocky about it. I think all the iRacing and avoiding incidents and really having that awareness from dealing with all these, you know, unique drivers online, if I didn't do as much sim racing as I did, I think I would have gotten a significant hit to the passenger side of the vehicle there. So got away with it with just a little off track, no damage to the car, splitter, everything was still there. Like I said, even watching it back, like I said, pat on the back, I'll take it. It was a scary incident, but we made it through. But yeah, so to talk through race 2, there was like a 3-hour fog delay, 7-hour race. So it bumped it down to like 4 minutes. I think the race officially started at 12:11. So the discussion was happening in pit lane, at least for our team and a lot of other teams. Can you do it in 2 stints? The max stint time is 2 hours in ChampCar. Yeah, it somehow, it all kind of worked out. There's our buddies MMR Racing up there. But yeah, so, you know, eventually I didn't want to cut any of our drivers out, so I was like, let's do it in 3. Like, let's not risk it. I don't want to worry about running out of fuel. And then finally, you know, Drew was like, hey, I don't need to drive. Like, I want to see if we can get this to the podium. So Drew, you know, gave up his stint. Shout out to Drew for that one. But so I got in the car. Literally, there was a yellow right when our pit window opened. We brought the car in, fueled it up, and went out to see what we could do. And man, the car was driving great. The track was great. We replaced that hub. So there's the vibration that was coming from the left rear is totally gone. And the car was driving great. But looking at my notes, so there were 2 things I forgot. Like I said, it's been a while since this race. The first thing is I started getting shifting issues again towards the tail end of my stint. And I was able to rev match it and kind of coax it into gear a little bit. I think he missed his gear there. But I was able to coax it into gear, and we keep going. But like it was a struggle to downshift. And even upshift sometimes. So there was a few times where I just leave it in third coming out of corners and just kind of lug the engine. I think I do it right here. Yeah, and just lug the engine because, I mean, it just did not want to shift. So that was stressful. I wasn't sure what was giving out, why it was giving out. My theory is we nicked a seal in the clutch slave. I still haven't looked at it. I parked the car after this race. Haven't touched it since. It's freezing here in Ohio right now. This is during the winter storm of 2026. So there's a 0% chance that I will be wrenching on that car. I also don't have any vacation days until like June or July this year. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to go racing more. We're planning on Mid-Ohio in September, but that's all we have on the calendar. So we'll see how this year kind of shakes out, but I'm in no rush to really get back to the car right now. So got to figure out why it wasn't shifting. Got to figure out if I damaged the transmission by doing all that rev matching and stuff like that. But if you want to go back and watch the live stream, it's obviously on the channel. But basically, it was Mid-Ohio all over again. I think it was Mid-Ohio. coughing. The fuel tank was on E for laps and laps and laps, and it was nuts because we still had a lot of yellows, but I think it's the long straightaways. We were just ripping through fuel. So again, it was just like, I'm gonna bring it to the end. We'll see what happens. We were in 4th place. I was like, you know, if we run out of fuel, we run out of fuel. But I'm gonna see if we can get it there. I don't want to try and do that extra pit stop. And I shit you not, on the last lap, the car in front hit. I don't know why they did, because you might as well run it till it's empty, keep it out on track. So I don't know if they had issues or what was going on. But we actually ended up catching the P3 car in the last lap of the race. I didn't even know we finished in 3rd. Like, you know, the radio messages were all garbled, and then I was driving down pit lane, and you know, I'll throw you to that, Logan, here in a second. I was driving down pit lane, they're like, hey, you're impounded, man, you got to stay. And I was like, what? And actually, I think, yeah, you should be able to see it. I've got our 2 trophies over here. So we ended up P3 in class on Sunday. Not an expected finish, but I was super jazzed. Super proud of everyone on the team. The car, like, I know it's just in class. I know a lot of these big dogs, you know, are and it's a 3rd place, but the fact that we got 2 trophies this year is really showing how much effort we've been putting into the team, learning how to do this style of racing, the upgrades we've been putting into the car. I mean, it's all slowly coming together. So hopefully we make it out more next season. And you know, obviously it's going to depend on you know, some different factors this year, but I'm really looking forward to getting back out there. So I'll throw it back to past Logan for a little bit, and then I'll catch you guys at the end of the video here. So
you might see we're parked in kind of a gridlock here, and that's due to the fact that we somehow achieved P3 in class. Woo! There it is. A little bit of excitement.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, there it is. So anyways, sputtering on that last lap, I'll add a little bit of extra spazazz, a little bit of future Logan video in here, but what a weekend. What a weekend. It's because the wing's a little dinged up. I couldn't tell you why.
Why that happened? How did the wing get dinged?
I have no idea. I know how it got straightened out, though.
I didn't bang on that. Look at that.
Kampai? Kampai? To another somehow successful race weekend.
Roger that.
Whoa! Obviously, this is the stream screen. If you don't know, we stream on Twitch and YouTube, and we stream iRacing, maybe some other stuff we'll see, but mainly iRacing, so feel free to stop by. It's Mondays, like 7, 8 p.m. Eastern is generally when I'm live for like 3 or 4 hours, so come stop by. I'd love to chat with you. I'm an open book. Feel free to say hello, chat, whatever. But anyway, so that's what this screen is. The bets will all make sense if you show up. The leaderboard here will make sense if you show up to a stream. But anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully I touched on everything. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave comments below. If you think we did a good job, a bad job, stuff we can improve on, stuff you have questions about, leave them down below. I want to get more content out there to share with people, and really try and get people into this form of motorsport the best I can. So it was super cool. Got to meet a bunch of cool people at the track that actually watched the videos, and you know, were willing to help us out here and there when we needed them. So it's cool that these videos are actually reaching people. That was super cool. A lot of competitors in the ChampCar paddock, made a few friends, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm just gonna wrap it up, to be honest. You know, check out all our socials below. There's a Discord below if you want to talk further. I was at the Daytona 24 last weekend. I actually drove my van, Bruce, all the way down, all the way back from Florida to Ohio. It was super fun. So feel free to ask any questions about going to that Daytona in real life. That was kind of what the last live stream was the main topic. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the future. Like I said, I'm kind of posting how I can find time as of late. So or as I find time as of late. So they'll be sporadic, but hopefully you stick around. And you know, as my schedule in life starts to change here, hopefully I'll get you some more content in the near future. I'll keep you guys up to date. So thank you again for watching. Think about subscribing. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.